Thanks for joining me for Mark's Friday 3 and 3, where I share 3 tips in 3 minutes of great HR solutions that you can put into action today. So, the first one we're going to do, let's pose a question. So, I'm going to talk about a question and give you a couple of responses to that question that should be actionable within your organization. So, the key thing is what are the top 3 HR initiatives companies should focus on today? So, that's our question. And so, here we go. So, first one is going to be around employee retention. You have to do everything you can to retain your people, especially your top talented people. That's one of the critical things you have to do. Do that through a good performance review process. Ideally, you do your performance review process perhaps more than annually, maybe semi-annually, ideally maybe even quarterly. So that's going to be looking at tip number one. Identify who your top people are and do whatever you can to retain them. So our next question up is going to be around having a good onboarding process for your employees. Onboarding in our minds at HR Catalyst is around focused on 12 weeks, at least a 12-week process to get people started. It's not one day, it's not a week. It's actually 12 weeks, very intentional, very mapped out. And we do this for clients all the time as we work with them on onboarding processes. The key thing to remember here, the better the onboarding process, the higher chance you'll be able to retain that person under a year. If you have a really poor onboarding process, the fact is the chance of them leaving within the first 6 to 12 months is probably 3 to 4 times higher than an employee that has a good onboarding process where they get fully engaged, they understand the culture, the people, how to get things done, they've got a good trust level with their manager. So that's going to be number 2 for you. And number 3, let's go ahead and move over to number 3, and that is going to be focusing on your culture. So a very famous management guru from probably 70s and 80s into the 90s was Peter Drucker. Peter Drucker always talked about culture is king. Focus on your culture every day, every month, every year. Talk about your vision and your purpose, especially if you are a CEO, business leader. Talk about why the company exists. And then also you focus on your core values. Core values are so important because it's really focusing on the DNA of your organization. So your DNA of your organization is critical. So if you do nothing else on a daily, at least weekly basis, talk about your culture and why this company is great. And there's a much better chance too that you'll be able to retain employees successfully over a company that doesn't even talk about their culture on a regular basis. So that's it for now. 3 minutes, 3 tips. Have a great weekend. We'll talk to you next week. Bye-bye.